So cooking a steak, for me, it's a sense of occasion on Friday night or Saturday night where you really want to impress someone. So I'm going to show you how to make all these added components such as the cast iron skillet, the herb brush. That's going to be the finishing touches for making the perfect sirloin steak. Let's get started. You're going to be cooking the perfect steak. Here we've got a sirloin steak. You can use any sort of cut of beef for this, but the sirloin for me is the best because it's got that amazing flavour to it and not so much fat on there as well, so it's a bit leaner than, say, a ribeye. We're just going to season it with some crushed sea salt. And a good trick is with the fat on this side, you just want to score it just gently. Now that'll help the fat render down a little bit quicker, and also it will stop it from curling when it goes into the pan. I'm just going to let that sit there for a little bit longer. With the herb brush, I've got some really beautiful herbs from the garden. There's some thyme, there's some rosemary, some tarragon as well, because I love the flavour of tarragon going with steak. Just get some cooking string, say about that much, and we'll just tie it all together. Just do a double knot, there we go. And that is ready for later. And then I'm just going to stick that straight into my olive oil mix and just let that sit there for a few minutes just to let it infuse. Now you want a cast iron pan that's been seasoned already. You've rubbed it with oil, any oil, a little bit of salt and brushed it all over. As that's nice and warm, I'm just going to brush this steak here. Now notice I'm brushing the steak with the oil. I'm not putting oil in the pan. It's because I don't want too much oil in the pan. Nice and sizzling. What you're after is a real nice brown colour crust on the outside of the steak. Give it a little squash down so you're making sure that all the contact surface of the steak is with the pan. And let's just brush it one more time with the herb brush. And also we've got here some garlic. You don't need to take the skin off the garlic, just give it a good crush with your hands just to release those flavours. Now that's what you're after, is a real nice colour on the outside of the steak. I'm going to render down the fat on the outside. You just hold it in the pan like this until that fat has got that nice golden crust on the edge. And what happens when that fat renders down, it's going to end up in the pan and then you finish the steak in that fat and it's going to taste absolutely amazing. Let's get some butter in there. This butter makes everything taste good. So you can see there's a real nice colour on that steak, and we're going to transfer that into a tray, and that's going to go in the oven now for about 2-3 minutes for a steak this size. Okay, so the steak's been in the oven for about 2-3 minutes. For a steak that size, that's about right. If you want it a bit longer, like I said, for a medium or well done, then put it for 5, 6 to 8 minutes. We're just going to give it a little kiss back into the pan, and also all those juices from the butter that we had before. I like cutting my steak a little bit thicker. Just on the plate, just like that. We're just going to finish seasoning it with a touch more salt over the top. So that sirloin is super juicy, it's rested really nicely, and it's got a real nice flavour from that butter, the garlic, and the herb brush. And it's got a real nice crust on the outside where that fat has melted as well into the skin. That is a perfectly cooked, juicy sirloin steak. Give it a go and enjoy.